Okay, today guys, we are going to learn how to work out the area of parallelograms and how to work out the area of trapeziums. So the first thing you need to know is what is a parallelogram and what is a trapezium. So I need you to have a heading in your books, area of parallelogram and trapezium, and I need you to write the following down. A parallelogram. Well, a parallelogram is a quadrilateral. And when we say this word quadrilateral, what we're referring to is a figure or a shape, a flat shape, that has four sides. That word quad in there gives it away. Quad means four. Like for those of you who have a quad bike, that's four wheels, quad. A quadrilateral is a four-sided figure. And a parallelogram is a type of quadrilateral. And how it's defined is that it has two pairs, one and two pairs of parallel sides. So this side and this side are parallel, and this side are parallel. And it's a parallelogram. Later on, we're going to learn about how to work out the area of that parallelogram. But first off, you need this written down. Next, a trapezium. A trapezium is also a quadrilateral, so again that word quad, it means it has four sides, but you'll notice these pictures here of trapeziums, are slightly different, okay? A trapezium, unlike a parallelogram, only has one set of parallel lines, so that line's running parallel to that one, but you'll notice the other two sides are not running parallel. And again, this one here and this one here are parallel, these two are not. This one here and this one here are parallel, these two are not. Okay, so trapezium, one pair of parallel sides, parallelogram, two pairs of parallel sides. Okay guys, to work out the area of a parallelogram, we use two formulas. You'll most commonly see it written as A equals BH or A equals B times H. That B and that H I've just written out here for you on the left. B represents a base and H represents a height. So the area, to work out the area of a parallelogram, we take the base and multiply it by the height. Now, I've got a note down the bottom here that's really important to pay attention to. Okay, it says the perpendicular height of the parallelogram is always the distance between the parallel sides. So when I say height, I'm not talking about this height here that I've just coloured in. No. I'm talking about the perpendicular height. So the height between here and here, it's perpendicular. It's not on an angle, okay? So it's the perpendicular height. Now, perpendicular height here has been labelled as 6 centimetres. The base has been labelled as 13 centimetres. So all I have to simply do is substitute into this formula. So I would write down the formula first. Area equals BH or B times H. If you feel more comfortable writing it the other way, that's fine. B times H. Area equals 6 times 13. Area, Area equals, now what's 6 times 13? Well, let's do that in my head. Let's do 10 times 6, that's 60. 6 threes are 18, so 60 plus 18, 78. Now, remember what I said last term. What is it measured in? What is it measured in? Check my units of measure. First, make sure they're the same. Yep, they're both centimetres, okay? And area is always measured in square. So if they're both centimetres, my answer becomes 78 centimetres squared. 78 centimetres squared. That's parallelograms. All you need to do is remember area equals base times height. Okay, now the area of a trapezium. It looks a lot more complicated, but the formula's just a little bit longer. It's not all that hard to understand, guys. Okay, so the area of a trapezium is worked out with the following formula. Its area equals half A plus B in brackets times H. A and B are simply the two parallel sides. So I can tell it's a trapezium. I've only got two sides that are parallel. One is labelled at 6 centimetres, one is labelled at 10 centimetres. And again, the H here is the perpendicular height, okay? It's always the distance between the parallel sides. It's never one of these guys off to the side. Sorry, let me just get a different colour. It's not this height here. It's always that height there. Okay, it's always the perpendicular height. So all you have to do is remember that A and B are the two parallel sides and H is the perpendicular height. Now it's half of A plus B, remembering that as well. Half A plus B times H. Simply remember the formula, guys, and you can substitute it in later. Okay, let's have a look at this example. So if I was given this to work out the area of the following trapezium, I'd simply write down the formula, area equals half, and I'd substitute it in, I'd write the formula down, sorry, half A plus B times H. Okay, that's the first thing I do, that's step one. Then I go and have a look at half, I substitute it in A. It doesn't matter if I write 10 or 6, it doesn't matter which one first, either of the parallel sides. I'm going to write 6 first, so 6 plus, and then the other parallel side is 10 multiplied by the height, 4. Now my order of operations tells me I need to work out what's in the brackets first. Okay, so I simply go here, area equals half multiplied by, what's 6 plus 10? 6 plus 10 is 16 multiplied by 4. Okay, then I can take half, I'll do that one first. Half of 16 is 8 multiplied by 4. I'll jump over here. 8 multiplied by 4, 8 fours are 32. Now I check and see what my measurements in. They are all in centimetres and it's area, so it becomes centimetres squared. I'm just going to go back there just for a moment. If you've got it, you're more than welcome to move on now. For everyone else, I'm just going to go back over what I did there. Okay, so if I rub this out, I'm going to rub this out, blah, 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 just this last step for you guys. Okay, so I've got half 6 plus 10 multiplied by 4. Okay, that tells me, my order of operations tells me I need to do what's in the brackets first. So it becomes area equals half of 6 plus 10, half. Oh, now I've said half of. Isn't that interesting? Of means times, and whenever I see brackets, I know that means times as well. So it's half times. Now what's 6 plus 10? 6 plus 10 is 16, okay, times 4. That's how I did that, guys. I worked out what was in the brackets, and I know brackets means times, okay, so it's half of 16 times 4. Now, half times 16, half of 16. What's half of 16? Okay, and if I divide half of 16, or if I find out, divide 16 by 2, I get an answer of 8, and then I'm still timesing it by 4. And then I get an answer of 8 times 4 is 32. Sorry. I need to ask myself this question, most important question. What are my units of measure? Okay, are they all the same? Yes, they are. They're all in centimetres, and it's area, so it becomes centimetres squared. And it's as simple as that, guys.